Alright, so we've got, 6 lives going into Lemmy's castle. I think we're pretty good here for this one.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
Aha, surprise attack.
Magic Koopa. That's right. This level is
Aha, surprise attack.
kind of hard if you can't do this, but then again, it also is hard because I have to not fall in lava. Okay, I'm good. So what you're supposed to do there if you're small and you can't jump on blocks to break them, you're supposed to wait for the Magic Koopa to shoot magic at the blocks, and then they...
Oh.
And then they disappear. I don't like that, when you kill Magic Koopas, they just come back. Like, you can't really get rid of them. See? I died from the Podoboo, though.
Oh, yeah. You were spared the Magic Koopa's wrath there.
The Podoboo was just trying to protect me. It failed. Well, it succeeded in protecting me from the Magic Koopa, I guess, because I didn't die at the Magic Koopa's hand, at Magic Koopa's wand, but I did die. I did die overall. And if you die overalls, like to be a different color than they were originally,
yeah,
I mean, you gotta have trust in the manufacturer. Like, why'd you buy them in the first place if you didn't like the color?
It's not going to be the same. It's just going to be a worse or more faded color than you wanted the first time. Yeah, you got to bleach it first if you want like a dark color. If they're already too dark, so it's not worth it. Get the real color overalls.
Or if you're gonna have don't just dye it like another color too. I mean, make it fun. Make it like tie dye sort of thing.
Make it underalls.
like
overalls like with underwear would not make sense. It's like an undershirt, but also underwear.
Oh no, they do have like full body underwear. That is a thing.
That confuses me.
I like how you can one of those eyes are just holes. You can see to the background on them. I don't know if overalls were made out of a different material, they could work as like almost full body underwear.
Yeah. You shouldn't try and put normal overalls under your clothes. Don't think that would work very well. But yeah, for material, like normal pajama material might work.
Yeah, and oh man, this makes it hard to.
This button is too heavy.
Okay. Well, the button doesn't really affect how I jump at all. It's just that I definitely can't get into that door now, even if I use it, because there's no ground to stand on. I mean, what if somebody wore literal full body underwear, a morph suit? They put on a morph suit, to go to bed every night. That'd
be an interesting superhero.
But yeah, well,
real cotton underpants. Yeah.
I mean, what if you wear, what if a superhero who wears a mask and like a hat, and also a full spandex superhero outfit?
Yeah.
They've been captured by the villain. He's gonna find out their secret identity, and so they take off a costume, and there's like a morph suit under there, and you couldn't tell. They were so covered, before that they couldn't tell there was a morph suit underneath everything. But
that sounds like the kind of thing that would happen in a comic. It's like, oh, you didn't expect my morph suits. Yeah. With like a thumbs up, at the audience.
And then that superhero's powers, changing. It's like shape shifting.
Yeah.
So they morph, into a different shape. But they can only do that if they're only wearing the morph suit. Except other clothes inhibit the ability.
The morph suit's like the sidekick, also.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, like in everyday life, we used to have a secret identity. The morph suit's just walking around.
That reminds me of a dream that I had once that actually could be a good superhero story. I might have told it to you before too, but do you want to hear it again?
Yeah.
The dream that I had.
Well, let the audience hear.
Yeah. Okay. So, it was like science fiction, outer space sort of thing. But all the characters were just round and cute and had only dots for eyes and stuff, and they were all they had like one color color schemes, and so this guy he got a phone call. He was in this big sort of futuristic looking city. And he got a phone call from his friend, and his friend was saying like, "Come back home! Like, why did you run away?" And then he said, "I'm fine. I'm gonna live a new life here in the city." And then he called the taxi cab, and like the woman driving the taxi cab like was coming on to him in an uncomfortable way, and like he wasn't into it at all, and he was like, just please stop, like just drive me to where I want to go. But then because like the taxi driver wasn't paying attention to where she was driving, and she crashed and sort of died. But like when she died, her body transformed into this thing that was called Sadstone, and Sadstone was like a sphere, like a blue sphere with sad face emojis all over it, or not emojis but emoticons, like the colon parentheses like that. Oh man, I wasted all 6 of my lives that I had.
We started so strong.
Well, I want to continue the story, but like continuing the level is going to be, we're going to have a break. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, let's just have a break.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're not exactly powered up, but we've got lives and stuff. We can try this again. And yes, I was telling about my dream, story about my dream. And so, I just finished telling you about the Sadstone. About when the taxi driver died, she turned into a Sadstone, and like what it looked like. And then, and then the guy like who's in the taxi, like he found out that like the taxi driver lady was still actually alive in the form of Sadstone, like.
Huh.
She could still talk, like there's just a voice coming from it.
She's like a weird crystal gem, or like.
I guess. I'm not exactly, but sort of, and also the Sadstone could shapeshift, so he wore it like armor, and then like his armor could talk to him, and he was a superhero, and it when he wore the armor, it gave him superpowers.
Oh yeah.
And then there was a. I don't remember much about the dream after that, but I remember that there were some cool shots of the futuristic city, and the last thing I remember seeing before I woke up was someone who's probably who would be the villain of this superhero series, who is another alien who's like the same blue color that the main character guy is, but he's very thin and tall and sharp. Like he has a lot of just sharp pointy bits on him, and and his face was just a hole. Like his head was just like a circle with he kind of looked like he was made out of scissors, or like his body was a scissor, because scissors have like the top part just like a hole, and then sharp bits.
Like both scissors, or like one-sided scissors?
I mean, that's not a great way of describing it, because his body was shaped like a body, like it had arms and legs.
Yeah.
But a scissor is a good way to describe sort of how it was, though. It was kind of similar.
Really cool. It sounds like you dreamt of like the first episode of like a series. Yeah.
And that's What would that be called? It's a good title for Sadstone Stories. Sadstone Stories Incorporated.
Sadstone Hero sounds interesting.
Wendy, why did you put a Podobo in your castle? I mean, in your what? These castles are clearly designed to stop Mario, and they have no other purpose.
Yeah.
That doesn't being just hanging out in a pipe with a couple of robot versions of yourself and a fired thing in the room doesn't. seem like the most comfortable.
Yeah. In this foyer right here, horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't even have a chandelier. What kind of castle is this?
Like there's lava underneath the floor, and it's pretty easy to break the floor if you're big enough.
The weight limit is not high, which is surprising considering Bowser probably comes to these castles often.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he does. Like, they're his kids' castles.
Right.
Well, yeah. His legal kids' castles because they're adopted.
So, like, oh, there's a checkpoint here. Cool.
Oh, yeah. I had to get when I had to get through that door, which I finally did.
Oh, cool. That'll be good next time. Not that we're gonna die again.
Yeah. Well, I probably will die again. So yeah, that's good. I don't have to worry about Magic Koopa anymore. But like, I always there's one specific Magic Koopa called Kamek that sometimes plays a small role in Mario plot. And so I used to think that like all Magic Koopas were Kamek, but they're not.
I think I know her mostly from like seeing her in Mario Party. I think on the train level, like Mario 8.
Kamek is male actually, but there's Kami Koopa, who is an old lady in the Paper Mario games, and I think it's a headcanon some people have that Kami Koopa is Kamek's mother or grandmother, which makes sense.
Yeah.
If they exist in the same universe, which I don't know. I like to imagine that the events of Paper Mario games happen, in the rest of the Mario universe, just that they weren't paper, and vice versa.
Yeah, like maybe it's like a play or something going on in the Mario universe based on real events.
Yeah. Well, it is apparently canon that Super Mario Bros. 3 was just a play. I like to imagine that it's based on the events of, or loosely based on the events of Super Mario 3D World, which has is the only other Mario game to have the leaf power up, the Tanuki leaf. Or 3D Land. I mean, 3D World actually did also have the Tanuki leaf, but 3D Land is where it was advertised. And that was, we know that was canon because Miyamoto, on Nintendo's YouTube channel, he did a thing where, he was asked questions, that are common questions people ask about Mario stuff, and he would respond, with the official answer. And, someone asked him, it wasn't someone asking this sort of text, the questions, and then Miyamoto answered. But one of the questions was, is Super Mario Bros. 3 actually a play? And he nodded yes. I don't remember, I think he didn't speak at all in the video, which I guess makes sense because he doesn't speak English. But, the answer to that was yes. Another question was, who is Bowser Jr.'s mother? And he pointed to himself. Or no, the question was, do you know who Bowser Jr.'s mother is? And he nodded yes and then pointed to himself. And so I guess that's canon too.
Huh.
Yeah,
that's very interesting.
Mario lore is deep. Apparently. Well, I mean, it's not. Obviously it's not deep. I like thinking about what little, lore there is, though. It's fun. But apparently, I read a Tumblr post recently by someone about, the Kirby games, in Kirby games, the plot is not important, but it is there and it makes sense, and, in recent games, they've sort of been bringing stuff back from older ones or something. And that sounds really cool, and I'd like to know more about that, but I haven't played every Kirby game, so I don't know.
Interesting. I wonder how much of that is brought back from the old Kirby show. That'd be interesting.
Oh, the anime, you mean?
It's considered anime?
Well, yeah, the Kirby Right Back at You.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about? Yeah, that was an anime.
Oh.
Kirby. That's a name you should know. Kirby. He's the star of the show. He's more than you think. He's got maximum pink. Kirby's the one.
I'd want to see someone who has more pink than Kirby now.
I think Jigglypuff has approximately the same amount of pink.
So Jigglypuff has like ultimate pink, and Kirby has maximum pink.
I don't know. Well, like, Jigglypuff's feet are pink and Kirby's feet are not, but Kirby's feet are a lot bigger, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Jigglypuff does have, that much more pink on it, but it's not a lot more. So, I don't know if that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that the Jigglypuff that's in, like, the reoccurring Jigglypuff in the Pokemon anime, which is also the Jigglypuff they, based the one in Smash Brothers off, is actually a shiny Jigglypuff?
Interesting. It's like Ash really should have caught that instead of
Yeah.
ignoring his song.
Yeah. Well, except they changed that. Like it was a shiny Jigglypuff in Smash until the newest one, Smash 4, when they made it normal Jigglypuff. So it's not the same one anymore. It was similar to the sort of thing, I guess, where people like to imagine that the Pikachu in or I don't know if this also applied to Brawl, but at least the Pikachu in the new Smash game is Pichu from Melee, but it evolved.
Oh, I want to believe that.
I think the reason for that is because it has a skin where it has goggles, which Pichu had in Melee. But yeah, let's see if I can't beat Windy Koopa here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking for a moment to see if we can do this.
No, but that's bad.
Oh yeah, video content.
We need to have constant dialogue, or else people will stop paying attention.
Witty banter.
I listened to a podcast about witty banter earlier this morning.
Oh,
yeah.
That is really bad pipe design.
Yeah. It's also not how most warp pipes work. Yeah, or at least according to Super Mario Sunshine. I mean, there's sort of the top bit, and then when you jump in it, it's actually just a portal to somewhere else. Yeah. So that was Vanilla Dome, and Mario is finally triumphed over Lemmy Koopa of Castle Number. Wait, Lemmy? That wasn't Windy?
Apparently it was Lemmy.
Windy's boss fight is exactly like that, though.
Huh.
Anyway.
Guess they're close. Or, not original.
Yeah.
Lemmy was definitely cheating off Windy's paper.
Okay.
Or the other way around. Cheating off the blueprints.
Well, next time we'll be playing Cheese Bridge area. But since we beat Vanilla Dome, I think that's a good place to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.